I think that one of the things that I'm really tired of is this every single message that seems like Putin is not going to do anything is immediately followed by the fact that Putin's going to do something. He's got his soldiers ever closer. I think it could end up being a fait accompli. I know that the Germans, what they did, saying, listen, we may not take Nord, but we're going to halt Nord 2, just shows me that, I don't think that Putin cares. They've got some of the sanctions, by the way. David, do you know that Russia's a very rich country now? They've got a big balance.
Well, I mean, they're an oligopoly. I mean, right? That's really all they are. But
what else?
Oil's $100, not bad.
Right, and I think that we look at them and we don't offer them anything. Obviously, I don't want them to come in. But, I mean, it's not like we say, you know what, we're not going in. NATO's not going in there, okay? We're just not going in there. But that would be, of course, sacrificing Ukraine. But where's the soldiers? What are we doing? By the way, the head of Ukraine does not really distinguish himself.
Okay. So what?
Well,
what
I'm just saying that
You're saying that the sanctions, which are fairly significant, are not going to have an impact in changing Putin's decision making.
I think they're B sticks, and it's time to It's time to try to figure out.
Did you guys read Putin's speech?
I shouldn't say it. It was fiery. I just think that what he said basically is, look, let's get the old Soviet Union back again. It's like get the band back, Except for, of course, he's a fascist totalitarian.
I think, Carl, that's where opinions split, at least amongst the people I've been speaking to. Again, when you ask a hedge fund manager or an asset manager to opine on geopolitics, It really doesn't matter what they say. They have no idea.
No.
But they're trying to figure out what to do today, like everybody else. There are those who believe this is it, that this will be what at least he can claim victory with the two regions that they now have moved into, so to speak. And there are others who read this speech and say, oh, no, he's going all the way.
I think he's going all the way. I mean, look, I think David, I spent this weekend with 40 young entrepreneurs at Dave Cody's place, the former CEO of Honeywell. And there's just 40 different things, scenarios. I mean, my thing is we got to get this built in. And it was built in on Sunday in the futures that were down 3%. So, I think that could happen again. And then we have a chance for liftoff. You got to do that, though. I don't trust the bounce from the weekend. How about that? I just don't trust it.
Yeah. There was a lot of buy the invasion chatter over the weekend. People looking at Gulf War analogs. Others argue the monetary and fiscal backdrop is nowhere like it was in 91. And this would be dangerous to buy. BTIG says a 3 handle on S&P in the coming weeks.
Wow. Well, that would be big. I think that there are a lot of companies that are not doing nearly as well as we thought. We obviously have the Fed against us. This is not a scenario where it's necessarily over. There's a lot of people I talk to who say, look, they got the partisans have guns, so to speak. This is not just they take over, but they'd be there in 72 hours, own the country. You're not going to be able to take, now they're talking about 180,000 soldiers. In Ukraine, they have an army, but that army is going to be overrun, within the first 2 hours.